Hey guys, welcome to Cool Vision. In this video, we're going to talk about Seoul. Seoul is the capital and the largest city of South Korea. It's a huge metropolis where modern skyscrapers, cars, and pop culture meets Buddhist temples, palaces, and street markets. The population of Seoul is 10 million, but the metro area is truly huge, 25 million, which is pretty much half the country's population. This is in fact the fifth largest metro area in the world. Korea is a densely populated country, 494 people per square kilometer. That's even more than in Japan. So you can imagine what it's like in Seoul. The population density here is almost twice that of New York City and 8 times that of Rome, Italy. Good luck. Try and get out of the city by car. You'll feel like it's never going to happen. The moment you think the city is over, you'll see another busy neighborhood with sky rises. Seoul has a humid continental climate border into the humid subtropical climate winters, and Seoul can be cold. The influence of the Siberian high leads to significantly colder weather temperatures that would be expected to this latitude, which is the same as the south of Turkey. Spain and Greece summers are generally hot and humid, with the East Asian monsoon taking place from June till September. Today, Seoul is considered a leading and rising global city, resulting from a South Korean economic boom called the Miracle on the Han River, which transformed it to the fourth largest metropolitan economy after Tokyo, New York City, and Los Angeles, with a GDP of 845 billion. Major manufacturers headquartered in the city include Samsung, LG, Hongdae, Kia, and SK. In 2010, Seoul was hosting the G20 summit and became the first Asian city that hosted such an important event. Seoul is an expensive city, but not for the residents of Seoul, whose average salary is already more than $2,500. And that's after taxes. Salaries have been on a steady growth for the last 20 years. Auto manufacturers Hongdae and Kia dominate the domestic car market, and their share is 77%. And if you look at the new car models like the N-Series from Hongdae and Kia's Stinger, you'll see that Koreans have learned to make fun to drive cars. As well, Samsung Corporation has been trying to get into the older business for a long time now, partnering with the French car manufacturer Renault. The model that you see right now is SM6. The public transportation system in Seoul is fast, safe, clean, and very affordable. And there is little need to own a car. Seoul subway is considered the second best in the world after Hong Kong. It has heated seats, Wi-Fi, and cellular coverage. There are bathrooms at all metro stations with more than 8 million passengers a day. The subway network is one of the busiest in the world, with a total tracked length of 940 kilometers. Talking out loud or talking on your cell phone is frowned upon. Koreans seem to be very disciplined and line up before the entrance to the subway car. Seoul subway is closely integrated with the country's railroad network, one of the fastest in the world. There are about 200 bus routes. Some of the city's buses use dedicated lanes. Taxis are a huge temptation. It seems like every 10th car. As a cab, you can travel for 30 minutes and spend just about $12, so they are pretty affordable. Ancient International Airport, which serves Seoul and other nearby cities, has regularly been called the best airport in the world. In 2015, Seoul introduced the first bicycle sharing system. The city of Seoul is divided into 25 administrative districts due to its geography and economic development policies. Seoul is a very polycentric city. Let's explore some of its cool hoots. Let's start with the area that used to be the old capital, Juno District and Myeongdong District. They constitute the historical and political center of the city. Gyeongbokgung District has been the center of the city for 600 years. It is commonly referred to as the heart of Korea because of its important roles in the politics, culture, and history. Juno District is home to palaces in which the kings used to reside and work, such as Gyeongbokgung Palace, Hongdae Palace, Cheonggyeong Palace, and Bukchon Palace. People come here to watch guard change and ceremonies in front of Gyeongbokgung Moon Gate. Gyeongbokgung Plaza in the very heart of Seoul is a huge square where they have various events, and it's a popular place for protests like this one. Music. Another cool place is Cheonggyeong's Dream, which is 10 kilometers long. It's a beautiful river covered with trees and tall commercial buildings. This is a romantic place, especially in the evening. It's a perfect place to relax and get your feet wet. Next to it is Seoul Plaza, which is a central plaza located in front of Seoul City Hall, which often serves as a venue for exhibitions, protests, and games of football, or you can simply come here to relax on the puffs. To the southwest of the city hall is Myeongdong. An estimated 2 million people travel through the Myeongdong area of Seoul each day for one purpose. That's right, shopping. This neighborhood is packed with mid to high-end boutiques and major Korean department stores. Myeongdong was listed as the 9th most expensive shopping street in the world in 2013. Myeongdong is also a great place to fill up on Korean street food. South of the central part is Namdaemun, one of the 8 gates in the fortress wall of Seoul, which surrounded the city during the Joseon dynasty, built all the way back in 1398. Nearby is Seoul Station, and major railway station in Seoul, where you can take a high-speed train to reach the resort city of Busan in just 2.5 hours. Namsan Cable Car is a beloved landmark for the people of Korea. The cable car has been operating daily for almost 60 years. Seoul Tower provides wonderful panoramic views of Seoul. After being featured in TV dramas and reality shows, the tower has become a popular date destination. Millions of visitors from all over the world have enjoyed the breathtaking views of Namsan Mountain and downtown Seoul. And finally, in the eastern part of the historic center is domed a moon-designed plaza designed by world-renowned architect Zaha Hadid, and home to museums and galleries offering a variety of cultural experiences and exhibits. Seoul was named World Design Capital in 2010. Seoul has been a major site of modern architectural construction. Moving on to the main finance and investment banking center, and that is Uri-dul. It's a large island on the Han River. Most bank headquarters and the Korean Exchange are located here. That's why it's often called Korea's Wall Street, and has been serving as the financial center of the city since the 1980s. Edo is home to some of South Korea's major broadcasting studios. Tallest skyscrapers include an International Finance Center Seoul and the iconic 63 building. Music. The economic center of the city is Gangnam. South of the Han River, you may be familiar with Gangnam thanks to the ultra-popular Sun and a viral YouTube video for Gangnam Style by Psy. Visitors flock to Gangnam to see Seoul at its most metropolitan. Gangnam District is Seoul's upscale modern center, home to gleaming skyscrapers and designer brands. This is the most prosperous region and the most expensive real estate in the country. The main street of the district is Toronto. It runs from Gangnam Station through Gyeongmbokgung and into Samsundong. It is colloquially known as Tehran Valley due to the number of internet-related companies operating here. Similar to Silicon Valley in the United States, lots of stylish nightclubs where big-name DJs spin techno, and house subway station Samsung is connected to Starfield COEX, one of the largest underground malls in the world that attracts thousands of visitors to. It's